We all know the names: Musk, Bezos, Gates, the titans whose faces are plastered across every business magazine. But tucked away, often in plain sight, exists a different kind of titan. A person whose net worth rivals nations, yet whose name you've likely never heard. This is the story of Elias Vance, a man who built an empire in an industry you probably have even thought about twice, and who, to this day, shuns every camera, every interview, and every spotlight. He is, by design, the world's most unknown billionaire. His rise story isn't about disruption or charisma. It's about a cold, almost mathematical philosophy of success. The curiosity surrounding Vance is massive, precisely because he avoids it. The estimated value of his holding company, Arbor Capital, places him easily among the wealthiest on the planet. Yet, he drives a modest car, lives in a quiet suburban home, and his entire life is structured around one core, non-obvious strategy he perfected over 4 decades. You won't find this advice in any motivational book. This is the hidden knowledge of the true, quiet giants. By the end of this video, you will understand his unconventional path to wealth. A path built not on chasing big dreams, but on mastering the principle of the unloved asset. Elias Vance started just like everyone else. In his 20s, he chased the Silicon Valley dream. He worked 80-hour weeks, fueled by caffeine and the promise of a massive exit. He co-founded a popular software startup that aimed to change the world. For 2 agonizing years, they burned through investor cash, desperately trying to keep up with the trendy technology of the moment. It was a spectacular, very public failure. When the company finally collapsed, Vance was left with 2 things: crushing debt and clarity. He realized the conventional wisdom was a trap. Everyone was chasing the same shiny object, the fastest, the newest, the most visible. This competition created a chaotic market where margins were razor thin and success was random. Vance decided to flip the script. If the attention was the problem, the solution had to be inattention. He walked away from the exciting, visible market and started looking for industries that were boring, necessary, and ignored. Vance's true rise began when he developed his central philosophy, the principle of the unloved asset. It works like this. Find essential infrastructure or services that are too necessary to fail, but too unexciting to attract smart, well-funded. Competition, think waste management, regional logistics, specialized industrial cleaning, or the manufacturing of obscure but crucial machine parts. These markets offer stable, predictable cash flow, minimal hype, and almost zero media coverage. Vance started small, buying a failing regional asphalt company. While his peers were raising money for AI, Vance was fixing potholes. The genius was the mathematics of it. In the asphalt market, competition was weak, margins were stable, and demand was constant because governments always need roads fixed. His strategy wasn't to invent something new. It was to optimize something old. He didn't seek 10 times returns. He sought consistent, predictable, 15% annual returns. This strategy became the bedrock of Arbor Capital. Vance never chased a trend. He would buy these unloved assets, a regional rail yard, a specific chemicals distribution network, a commercial heating and cooling maintenance company at a steep discount because no one else was bidding. He would then quietly implement operational efficiencies, use the stable cash flow to pay off debt, and then roll the profits into the next boring, unloved acquisition. He calls this the power of compound boringness. While the hyped-up tech startup world was collapsing and soaring based on sentiment, Vance was steadily acquiring essential, non-negotiable pieces of the global economy. Over 30 years, 15% returns, compounded year after year on dozens of separate, unglamorous businesses, turn into an astronomical sum. He wasn't a gambler. He was a silent collector of reliable income streams. His wealth grew like a slow, unstoppable glacier, fueled by things too boring to fail. Elias Vance's story is the ultimate counter-narrative to the modern rise story. His lesson isn't about being seen or becoming famous. It's about becoming indispensable. He proves that the highest form of success isn't disruption, it's necessity. If you are trying to build your own rise story, stop chasing the headlines. Stop looking for the flashy opportunity everyone else is talking about. Instead, Look for the essential problems that people ignore because they aren't glamorous. Find the unloved asset in your own industry. Master the predictable, embrace the boring, and let the mathematics of compound boringness do the heavy lifting. That is the hidden secret of the world's most unknown billionaire. If this story changed the way you view success, hit the like button and subscribe to Rise Story for more deep dives into unconventional success.